Enjoy Nothing. Welcome to my channel. My name is Stefania if you're new here. So today we are going to be talking about new makeup releases. These are one of my favorite videos to do. I love to hear what you guys are excited about. And there's a lot coming out. So let's talk through them and give you my thoughts. Please participate down below because that's my favorite part of these videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And let's hop in. Okay, so hopefully this is fine. But today I was like, I wanted to hang out with you guys. And I was like, my skin needed a few days to breathe, and I gotta go back to work, and I was just like, I'm just gonna put a little bit of concealer on, some setting powder, and that's it for my face. So, which I'm fine with, but hopefully, you know, just letting you guys know on a level of, I was not in the mood for the full thing today, okay? Anyways, so let's talk about the big release. The Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. The second one. I feel like I want this palette, but I'm very unsure of it. I feel like the lighting makes it look very different in different videos, different swatches. Like some of the purples look super similar to me and I'm just like, why did you put those all in there? And then other ones I'm like, oh, it looks different. So I'm still like very much on the fence. Like I'm definitely intrigued. And I feel like if I wasn't on YouTube, I would probably wait for reviews, but I will probably end up getting it. But yeah, but like, I'm just like, please don't be like the vault. Please be like the original one. I wish it had a dark brown in there. I will say that. I'm like, oh, I'm happy she added neutral so that it could be both. And then I was like, where's my dark brown? There's only a black. So, but yeah, I feel like it's definitely a palette where like I need to like see it in front of me to really give an opinion on, because I feel like all the pictures and lightings make all those colors look super different. And, you know, I will say if it's like her first one, I think I'll be happy with it. That is probably the only Morphe palette that I've ever had where I feel like the shimmers are actually good shimmers. I am definitely a shimmer person. But even through her swatches, like I was like, well, did anyone notice like when she was doing the glitter shades, when she said she had glitter shades, I was like, I like glitter. But I know that there's plenty of people that are like, you know, glitter is not eye safe. So it's not, you know, people are sensitive to it. It's not for everyone. But then when she was swatching them, I was like, are they just like high shine metallics that have a little bit of glitter? Because like when I think of a glitter shade, I think of like the glitter in ColourPop or the new Anastasia palette. So I'm definitely like intrigued to see what it is in person. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, I want to know your guys' thoughts on it, because I'm still like, curiosity is killing the cat where I'm going to check it out. But I'm not like, I'm just still like, we will see. We will see. The brush collection, even though I like her brushes and I use them all the time, I don't think I'll purchase the second like set of 15 brushes. I just don't need them. I'm trying to just bring in brushes that I really enjoy right now, and like they get the job done. They're workhorses for me, but you guys know if I've dived off the deep end, I'm like I dumped into expensive brushes. But I also think that they're so much more worth it because I really enjoy using them. But yeah, I would recommend like the Jaclyn Hill Morphe brushes to someone who is just getting into brushes for sure. But yeah, so we will see how the collection goes. Born This Way from Too Faced, they released a whole new collection. It is definitely neutrals. It is the Natural Nudes collection. And I'm not gonna lie, like I was actually like, this is really pretty. I didn't get it. I don't think it's something I'll get until a sale, depending on how the reviews go. But it wasn't one that I was like, oh, I need that like right now. It just looked like a very pretty neutral palette, which I was like, I don't know. I go through phases, right? Like sometimes I want all colorful palettes and sometimes I want all neutral palettes. So I just felt like it was nice in the sea of, I felt like last year was really the palettes for colorful palettes, like almost to the point where I was like, oh, Jaclyn, why'd you come out with this now? You know, because now I'm like, I have every color in the rainbow, I think. Doesn't mean I don't get more, obviously. So, yeah, no. But it does really remind me of the Norvina Volume 1 and my Natasha Denona palettes, so we'll see. Let me know if you guys want any comparisons when I do the review. But, yeah, the Born This Way stuff, it looks pretty. I just, you know, I don't necessarily need it right now. Melt Makeup is releasing a Modern Love palette, and I gotta say, You guys know I love pinks, and I really like rose gold. It's like rose gold is like my favorite color. Like if I only had to pick one eyeshadow, I think it would probably be rose gold. But like the half ends of the palette is just really throwing me off. Like I think of rose gold and I think of neutral tones and browns, and I just don't think of like that black and that deep blue. Like I'm just not gonna get use out of those shades. So I'm like, do I buy it or do I not? I've still never tried Melt Makeup, and like I said, I love half of it, and I just don't, like, that seems to be my theme with them. I always love half the palette, and then the second half I'm always like, but why? And that's exactly how I feel about this one, where I'm just like, if I could just cut that in half, I would totally be in. But it's that second half of the palette that I'm just like, I just don't feel like these colors mesh into those. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, I just know I wouldn't get use out of the second half. And it's not like it was a cheap palette either, so I'm just like, why? All right, then we got the Jeffree Star Bloodless collection, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm super excited about. I feel like people in the comment section, I was just looking through Trend Mood section, and people are like, oh, I thought it was gonna be, you know, when I saw him, like the outer packaging, and I was just like, oh, purple. No, like I have the Norvina palette. I just got the Love palette from Natasha Nona. Like, I don't need no more purples. Like, I don't look, not that I don't feel like I look good in purples, but like it's not a color I reach for often. They're generally like harder shades to play around with. Like, just personal preference wise, I'm just like, no, I don't need an all purple palette. And then he opened it and I was like at the comment section, people were just like, this isn't purple. I thought it was gonna be rich purples. And I'm like over here just like, yes, these actually look like shades that I feel like I would wear, and I would not probably get it if it was a lot of deep purples. I'm just like, oh, I have those 10 times over. And just thinking about the Jaclyn Hill palette and my Norvina Pro palette, I'm just like, no more dark purples. So I was really happy with the mix of colors in there. I was just like, oh, this is good. I don't know why the blue is in there. I could have done without that one. But other than that, I'm just like, yes, I'm very excited about this one. That shimmer shade, I'm just like, with the dark purple and the glitter, I'm so excited about this whole collection. So I will probably be picking that up. I don't know, I might pick up a gloss, but to be honest, like the Jeffree Star Cosmetics, I didn't really love the glosses that much. And it's like, I don't really hear anyone else talk about how much they love the glosses either. Maybe it's just me. But I may still pick up one, maybe. But the palette, I'm excited about. I feel like as much I could say negatively about Jeffree Star, like being creative is not one of them. I feel like he's one where I always look forward to his packaging, and just, it's always a surprise when he opens up a box. Like I'm just like, ooh, what's in there? You know? Whereas I feel like other ones, you see you can just see a PR box and be like, oh, I know exactly what that is, you know? So I'm excited about this collection. Very excited. All right, Sugar Pill is coming out with a capsule collection. I feel like I have never tried Sugar Pill. The packaging of this palette, I will say, is very unique. I don't think we've seen something like this before. It kind of reminds me, I mean, I guess it's capsule, so I think of pills, and then I'm like, but it kind of reminds me of like a galaxy. I don't know. But the packaging I think is really pretty. It's just the shades in there, I'm not particularly like, I don't think it's one I would reach for in terms of a whole palette. Like I'd reach for a color at a time. So I think I'm going to pass for now, and then like kind of put that on a list where I'm not like, oh my gosh, I want it, but I'm also not like, oh, I don't need it. I'm just, well, I don't need anything. But I think it will just kind of go on the list of things to like look at later down the road, but I'm not like, I really, really want that right this second. But I do think it's creative, and I do think it's, you know, like I said, the packaging is very unique for it. So, but yeah, sometimes I like things all lined up. I don't know if that makes me really boring, but sometimes when like, I don't know if I would like it in front of me or not. Random thing I'm interested in, Good Molecules is coming out with caffeine eye patches. So if I'm not mistaken, Good Molecules is on Beautylish. And let me see, every time I'm like interested in eye patches, I'm just like, that's expensive. Like, because you can't reuse them, you know, it's like a one and done type thing. So this is a really good price. It's 30 pairs for $18. And I'm like, I kind of really want them. I don't feel like I really need them right now, but in wintertime, I meant summertime. summertime, I really feel like that'd be cool to have. Like, I'm just like, oh, the cooling sensation. Not even for like, you know, I'm not gonna lie. When people are like, I do face masks and eye patches and all this stuff before an event, and I'm like, I ain't got no event to go to. And two, I just don't want to worry about that. Like, I just want it for the soothing sensation and relaxation type feeling. So I might eventually get those because I feel like it's a fun and affordable thing to do. Do I necessarily believe it does all the things that they always claim to do? No. Just more of just the fact of putting something cool in 110-degree weather. That sounds very nice for me. And it'd just be fun, so like me and my husband would do together. So I am interested in those. Trend Mood box this time. Like Trend Mood here on YouTube. Well, I guess she does have a YouTube channel. But like, you know, she does all the releases. I've tried to get her box and I just can't get her box. So, and then this month, so I was like, I'm going to get on it, but I have to go to work. I'm like, I can't do this whole pre-release stuff, and it's such a limited quantity, and I'm just like, okay. But this month, she has those in there, but she's got a lot more affordable. The box is more affordable, too. She changes the price of the box every time, but nothing's in there to where I'm like, oh, it's worth the stress of trying to get that email and trying to log in and do all this stuff. Like, I was just kind of like, I'll skip over it this month. In the future, if there's a box that I'm like super interested in, I will try harder. But this month I was like, I don't really need any of those products. So I just thought I would mention that as a new release because it is something that is becoming, you know, you're hearing more people talk about the box, but it's just too hard to get my hands on right now. That I'm just like, not worth the stress for the things in it this month. I'm good. Huda Beauty released a new skincare line, and I just don't trust her. I feel bad saying that, but like, I've watched her DIY things. I just don't have trust for the brand. It's something that like I need to hear a lot more about. And then their first product is the Yo Glow, which is a skin scrub. It's a exfoliating scrub, and I'm just like, I don't really like exfoliating scrubs. So for me, it's an easy pass. Definitely let me know if you guys have tried it out, but I just was not like, I was like, no. And I've talked about this. I just have been trying to, I'm just not interested in makeup brands that are starting skincare lines. I would rather stick to skincare for skincare, makeup for makeup, and that's it. So easy pass for me. The Kylie and Stormy collection from Kylie Cosmetics came out, and I was just so like, you guys know, I mean, if you've been around my channel for a while, I actually enjoyed quite a few Kylie products, and I have done plenty of reviews on Kylie Cosmetics products, but this collection was just super lackluster and so repetitive, and I'm sad because as much crap as she gets, I feel like she has some good products in there, and I'm just like, come on, like, get put some effort into this. Which I know it's Stormy and it's her daughter. And like, I don't know. The collection, I was just like, this is, you guys, no. Like, even the mini high glosses, I was excited about, and then I saw someone swatch them, and I'm like, they all look the same color. And I really like the mini gloss formula, or not the mini gloss, but just the gloss formula. But because everyone's like, well, it's coming off sheer in every shade that's in this little box, I was like, I'm not paying $36 for that. No, thank you. No. So I'm hoping that she will get re-motivated and put some thought into collections, because I feel like at this point she's just recycling the same stuff over and over and over again. And I feel like she should, I'm sorry, but like her palettes, I'm just like, reduce the prices. I would buy her palettes if they weren't at the price point they're at. I just don't think that they are that level to pay for them. Okay, 2 more products. So Pat Mcgrath, you guys are, like, if you don't know me, you know I will be reviewing this. She is coming out with a concealer and powder. I don't think I'll get the brushes. I just don't really, I don't like her brushes that much, okay? I've never used her brushes, but when I feel them, I'm like, they're not worth this price. So I skip over them. And then in terms of like the powder, we will see. And then she's releasing the full coverage concealer. So I will be trying out the powder and concealer most likely. I feel like, you know, the one thing is like certain people really don't like the foundation. I love the foundation. So, but the foundation isn't full coverage, and then she's releasing a concealer that is full coverage. So I'm wondering how it's going to work with her foundation, because, you know, it's weird to have a full coverage concealer and not a full coverage foundation. So we'll see how it works. But I mean, I guess really I use full coverage foundation when I use her foundation. So I just thought it was like, I wonder how they'll work together. But yeah, I'm excited about it. The setting powders, 3 different shades. I'm trying to pay attention to what she's saying she's using, because the one looks light, like very white, and then the middle one doesn't look like it's going to be brightening, but it's going to look more like my skin tone. So I'm very much like, oh, I really want to go in store and like swatch them, you know? So we will see. And the price point isn't really that bad. Like I think she's charging like $32 around that price, which I think is actually really reasonable considering we got the Hourglass, we have the Dior, we have, you know, it's definitely not luxury. It's that higher end, but not crazy end. So price-wise, I was pretty proud of her. I was like, okay, all right, Pat. I did also buy the Beauty Blender concealer. So that is on its way here. We will see about that. But I haven't heard anyone talk about it, so we'll see. Oh, and then the last thing is Vanity Makeup. It's a new brand. It's from someone I actually don't even know. But for some reason, these little contour palettes really intrigued me. Like, I like the formula. Like, it just looks like it's going to be a good formula. And I'm like, I don't know. It just brought me back to contour days where I was just like, oh, like, do we remember those? Like, little contour palettes? Like, I don't know. So I'm interested in them. I just don't know about, like, every single one has a really weird highlighting shade in there that I'm just like, how is that going to look? Because some of them look straight up silver. And I'm like, no, not for me. Not for me. And they are, I mean, $39 for a new brand to come out. And like I said, I mean, maybe I've been living under a rock, but I don't know. I'm trying not to show my thumbs because I broke off my nails. I don't know. So I'm interested to see if somebody tries them out. I don't think I'll buy them based off of release because, you know, it's expensive. I don't know about shipping. I don't know about any of that stuff because, like I said, it's a new brand. So, but yeah, I think that is it from me. Please let me know which releases you guys are interested in, which releases you're passing on. If I miss something that is coming up, I try to keep these somewhat short because some people's go on for like 45 minutes and I totally tune out. So I hope this was interesting for you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button if you like these new release type videos. And let's hang out in the comments down below. Bye, guys.